Hey guys, I hope you're well. I've just dropped into another site of ours. This is actually one that Bianca and I have just purchased. We've just got it under contract. Thought I'd give you a bit of a rundown on what we're doing here and give you some insight into some of the other projects that we're doing. So we don't just do rooming houses or duplex, we mix it up. And the reason we've bought this one is we're in a nice, very good growth area. The market here is just exploding. Everything's going to multi-offer. I have definitely seen things slow down a little bit since all this stuff going on with Iran, and it's just proven to be an absolutely perfect time to buy, particularly existing properties like this. And I'll run through that shortly. But we would normally have probably 10, easy 5 to 10 people making an offer on something like this a month ago, and I think there was 3 offers on this, and I just worked with the agent. I worked pretty close with the agent and managed to get it for a good price. We picked this up for 690k, and like I said, it's a hot market, multiple offer, everything's going to multiple offer, and it's just pushing prices up. So the idea with this one, obviously purchase this, it needs a reno, I'll show you that in a second, and we're going to be adding a secondary dwelling out the back. So we've paid $690, rent for like circa $600 a week, so we're not a great yield. So we're going to be spending circa 300k at a secondary dwelling out the back, and that'll rent for probably around 520, 530. So bringing the yield up, and the idea is that we buy good solid assets like this, we do something to it, whether it be, or we're doing a renovation, but we're also adding a secondary dwelling to lift the rental income, and we just hold the asset through different periods. And if you can hold on to assets like this long term, you're going to reap the benefits. It was only a few years ago, I'm talking a few years ago, like 3 years ago, and houses like this were selling in the 300s. So it gives you an idea of what the market's doing, what the market's done, and if you can hold real estate through those times, you're going to reap the rewards out the other end. So this is just an example, guys, of a project that we're doing. We're doing this obviously for ourselves, and we're doing multiple things exactly like this for clients. It means that we can stick with mainstream lending. We do get the added bonus of that secondary dwelling to increase the yield and help us move into other projects. So I'll flip you around so you can have a bit of a look. So here it is here. We've got big side access over there. We've got 2 more gates over the side there, and we can get access down that side if we need to. We also have side access here. So we've got a couple of options there. Not going to do anything too crazy with this reno. Yeah, it will honestly be relatively cosmetic. New paint the fence, paint the house, new kitchen, new bathroom, new fans and lighting, and potentially some new flooring. I'll just see how we go. But so the idea here is we'll create an additional car space just off to the side here, and then we'll have, so this car space here will remain for the main house. We'll add another one here, and then we'll create a pathway just down the side here. Get rid of this clothesline, and then we have enough space in the backyard here to build a 60 square metre, 2-bed, 1-bath secondary dwelling. So we've obviously got a carport there as well, double bay shed. So we'll fence these off. We'll fence both of these off so they'll be completely separate. They'll use the one driveway, but they'll have their own car spaces, and then the 2 dwellings will be completely fenced off and each have their own yard. The main house will have use of the double garage and the carport, and the secondary dwelling will have this small shed, have a little yard here. So